contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The economy is healthy. We have healthy companies. You're talking about corporate profits. We think profits are going to be stronger in the fourth quarter than current consensus. That's important. We have a healthy private sector.
Healthy private sector. Really? How did also we become a healthy private sector when you have stimulus after stimulus after stimulus? Stimulus is debt. You don't have stimulus if you have a healthy economy. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. You know, soon as we have our new president, Biden, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to cancel the XL pipeline. We're going to go back into the Paris Accord, which is a joke. That Paris Accord is just a total joke. I mean, I agree. We are the world's second largest carbon emitter after China. You take both our countries, they account for 45% of the world's carbon emissions. But the Paris Climate Accord is a joke. It's a joke. Think of what they're doing. It was just the whole idea of it was Obama didn't care about the environment. That wasn't what it was about. It was about building his base, building his legacy with the green. Are you kidding me? We agreed that we would fund China. Now, you can't trust China. Now, we had to agree that we would, by I think 2035, reduce our emissions by the temperature had to go down. I think we had to stop it from increasing by 2 degrees, and that was going to be costly. And we agreed to fund China. Now, why the hell would we agree to fund China in that agreement? China has the second largest economy in the world, but we agreed there's some loophole that makes them come in as a undeveloped country. Do you believe that? So here, we had to agree with the other countries that by 2030, that's right, 2030, that the temperature, we would stop the temperature from increasing by 2 degrees. But we would pick up our own costs, which would cost Main Street $20,000. Now, it's $1,500 a year. You remember when Biden said there's not going to be any new taxes for anybody under $400,000? Well, there's your new tax, $1,500 right there. For $1,500 a year from 2021 to 2030, $1,500 extra for electricity. But what are we getting out of it? Now, we had to agree that we'd meet that criteria where we would stop the temperature from increasing to 2 degrees by 2030. But China didn't have to agree. And we had to fund them billions of dollars up front to help them do it. But they weren't going to agree by 2030 they would have achieved it. We had to agree that we would make sure the average temperature wouldn't increase 2 degrees. Now, that was the deal we made. Can you imagine? Said, okay, we'll agree to that. But we'll also agree to fund China, who we're competing with every day. Are you kidding? It was dangerous. So we're going to fund them. This is what we're doing today. They're signing this accord again where we're going to fund China. And they don't have to commit to when they're going to meet the criteria of making sure the temperature doesn't increase at 2 degrees, that they're going to reduce their carbon. No agreement on their side. This is just insane. So the Obama administration, they were very comfortable with sacrificing the low and middle income Americans on Main Street, along with losing thousands of jobs, 400,000 jobs, 200,000 was manufacturing jobs, remember. That's what we're losing with this deal. He felt very comfortable with that we'd lose 400,000 jobs. And we're going to sign this deal again today. So we're going to lose that 400,000, 200,000 be in manufacturing at a time that we shouldn't be losing any jobs. We should be trying to gain jobs. This is nuts. This is crazy. Now, it's also going to cost our consumers big time because the cost of goods are going to go up, such as electronics, paper products, apparel. All these prices are going to go up. So not only is the household income going to get hit, you're going to pay $1,500 a year more for electricity. All the goods you buy, the consumer goods you buy, especially electronics and paper and so forth, that's going to go up in price. We're going to lose 200,000 jobs, actually 400,000, 200,000 manufacturing. Our GDP, our growth is going to be cut 0.5%. You know, we've been trying to get to 3% since 2005, GDP to 3%. We can't get there. We're at 2%. Now we're going to cut 0.5% off our 2%. It's going to bring us down to 1.5%. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. In the end, it's going to cost us $2 trillion. So Main Street, which is getting hit hard, 100,000 jobs, businesses are closed permanently now. We're going to fund China. I mean, it's got to make you sick. I mean, Obama committed us to join the stupid agreement to reduce these greenhouse gas emissions. But he was really doing it. He essentially offered up the U.S. economy as a sacrificial lamb to further his own legacy. That's what he was doing. He knew it was popular. Climate is popular with these climate advocates. He knew that's very popular. With his climate, he would build his base, his green base. He was going to build it at our cost, Main Street cost. Our cost is growing. 0.5% of our GDP is down the toilet now. Are you kidding me? All to benefit himself and his legacy. He didn't give a damn about the climate. How can he give a damn about the climate when he signed this thing? When you lose 400,000 jobs, 200,000 would be in manufacturing. You tell me you care about the climate? Trump was right in cutting this, getting rid of this. And now it's going to be signed, the first order of business, that we're going to lose 400,000 jobs. And now they're going to lose hundreds of thousands of jobs in the XL pipeline. They're going to stop that permit now, take that permit away after it's been there for 4 years. This is nuts what's going on. And don't forget, Main Street American families, you're going to lose 20 grand in income between now and 2035. Think of that as a tax. This is all crazy, man. I'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right, free for 10 days. You get the chart, the color-coded chart, tells you when to buy, when to add, when to sell, and when to run like hell. 10 days free, and the membership free. And you see, this actually works. It does work. Please listen to me on my YouTube channel, my show. And then every Friday, I do another series. I'm doing a series from right up to the crash. So you will not be surprised when the crash occurs. You'll know in advance, as the crash is progressing. We are in the crash right now. It takes sometimes 2 years from when the crash starts to really, when it finally, you have your capitulation. People don't understand that. They think like in 1987 when everybody came back from lunch and the market was down 500 points. That was the crash. Not how it works. The crash started a year earlier. It always starts early. It's like turning a Queen Mary. But I will bring you, every Friday, I'm going to bring you up to date. Every Friday, bring you right up to the cliff, right when you're going to see, gee, I really see it. He's right. This thing's crashing. I better get out, or I better short the market. Hopefully you turn around and make money by shorting it. Getting out of the market's ridiculous. If you know a stock is going to go down, and how many people do this? This is amazing. This is amazing. How many people buy a stock and they get me out, it's going to go down. Get me out, it's going down. You've done that, right? How many times have you done that? Get me out. Well, think about how silly that is. Why would you get out? You turn your position. You change your position. This is what we do for thousands and thousands of our gang members around the country, around the world. We change their position. If you're getting out because you know it's going down, then make money as it's going down. But these gangsters on Wall Street has convinced you for the last 50 years, don't short, it's dangerous. Don't short, it's dangerous. No, it's dangerous. If you don't short, you're going to lose all your money. Now remember, this crash is going to be the worst crash of all crashes. Why? Because we have no ammunition. Remember, the crash that we had with the dot-com crash, we went up about 285%. The market went up about 285%, and the market went down about 39%. Why? Well, we could stop it going down. We had ammunition. What's that mean? Interest rates at the time were 6.2%, 6.25%. We had 25 cuts. We had 25 or quarter basis point cuts. We could cut 25 times. That slowed it down. Then when we had the house, and not only did we have that ammo, we had hedge funds that were still shorting stocks. They're all gone. They don't short stocks anymore. And who in the last 12 years would be sitting there trying to create wealth, run a business shorting stocks? What are you, nuts? Heck, even during the day when the market goes down even 100 points, the plunger team comes in and buys futures to move the market right up. Ever notice that? Your trade, all of a sudden the market's down 150 points and all of a sudden it's up 80 points because they go in and they buy the futures, S&P futures. And it pushes the market right back up. But you don't have the shorts anymore. There's nobody shorting. There's no big institution shorting, which when the market goes down, they start taking profits. That moves the market back up. So it stops the market from going down. If you look at the chart on Enron, you'll see how that is done. It looks like fish hooks going all the way down. They could slow the crash down. But the reason they're doing that, too, is remember to help to get their big institutions out. The J.P. Morgans and the Morgan Stanley, they got to get their firemen out and their pension funds for the fire and for the steel workers. They got to get them out. So it slows it down. We don't have hedge funds that are shorting anymore. We used to have like 20, 30 hedge funds that specialize in shorting. They're gone. So that's not going to slow it down. We don't have an interest rate of 6.25, so we can cut 25 basis points 25 different times, which saved us in both crashes. The dot-com crash, thank God we only went down, I think, 37, 39%. We could have gone down 60, 70%. And the housing crash, after going up about 298%, same thing happened. We went down about 54%. We could go down 84%, but it stopped. This one, we're up 400%. 400. And we don't have either brake. We don't have any ammo. The velocity will be so unbelievable. This market's going to go down so far, so fast, you're not going to be able to catch your breath. What a beautiful thing. It's going to be such a beautiful thing. And the beautiful thing is about the algorithms. When I design this chart, it puts us way in advance. It shows us when the money is coming out. And what you see going on before a market crashes is the big influx of capital coming in. You see a big surge. That's what we're seeing now, a big surge. That's right before the crash, because what they're doing is keep putting the money in, keep printing it, get this market to surge so they can get the pension funds out. They can get the fire department of New York City pension fund out. And they get them out when the market is rallying, when they push it up. It's called selling into the market. Believe me, I've been around 50 years. I've been on this earth 74 years, been in the market 50. I've seen it every time. That's when you know the market is getting closer and closer. And every Friday I post, it's on my, what's going to happen. I post it on my YouTube channel. Check it out. It's free. Now, I want to get back to, can you imagine this? This is unbelievable.
I've rejoined the Paris Climate Accord.
Biden's bragging about rejoining the climate accord. And listen to the applause.
I've rejoined the Paris Climate Accord, which Barack and I put together. And they're applauding. Are they stupid? They're applauding that the cost of electricity for a family of 4 is going to increase by 20% a year when people are having the biggest problem ever. They're applauding. The families on Main Street are going to lose $20,000 of their income between now and 2035. That's about $1,500 to $1,800 a year. That's a hell of a lot of money. Somebody's making $28,000 a year or $38,000 a year. They're applauding that we're going to be losing our economic growth over $2.5 trillion. What are you, nuts?
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. Banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to
to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Remember, the stimulus they are pushing, and there's going to be so many more stimulus, is going to push the stock market higher. You just got to know when to get out. Think about it. 80% of the people lose money because they don't know when to get out. You know another reason why 80% of the people lose money in the stock market? They have too many shares, too many stocks. A professional will trade or invest in 5 stocks. He'll stay in those same 5 stocks. Make sure they're brand stocks, big brand names like our stocks. I mean, we have brand name stocks. We've been in for over 4 years. We're in Caterpillar, Intel, Goldman Sachs, Schlumberger, Lowe's, and the Spiders. We've been in those stocks for what? I think now over 4 years. It doesn't matter. Because if they go down, we make money by shorting. They go up, we make money. Those stocks move all the time. And those stocks that move when you're in them, and Caterpillar's moving up, and you got a big profit, and you say, I got to get out before it goes down. I got to get out. That's ridiculous. Don't get out. Just switch your position. Look, Halliburton, give you an example. These are stocks that nobody wanted, that we bought in November. Carnival Cruise Line, we're up 37%. MRO, that's a refiner, we're always in that one. We bought in November. We're up 76%. Now, this is a phony market. It's a fake market. Stocks don't go up because of profits. Stocks don't go up because of earnings. Remember what they did. They decided in 2008 not to give companies money for business investment. And they convinced the CEOs, if you're making money and you're making profits, or if your cash flow is good, even if you're not making profits, do not invest your money in business investment. Business investment is what made our country number one. We were the powerhouse because we could produce, because we put money back into our companies. And when you put money back into those companies, you produced, you increase your productivity. Our nation was built on productivity. Even after the Civil War. It was productivity that brought us around. World War II, when we finished World War II, it was our ability to produce by taking money and plowing it back in a small business or a big public company. It didn't matter. You plowed the money back in, because from that productivity, what happens? Wages increase. And when wages increase, spending increase. And when spending increase, that's 70% of our economic growth. Remember, spending contributes 70% of our economic growth. That's what grows our economy. But our economy's not growing anymore. The economy is decelerating by 35% as the stock market's going up 38%. You say, how can that happen? Because it's called quantitative easing. It's called, when you do quantitative easing, printing money and give it to the CEO and say, don't you dare put it in your company. Just shrink your amount of shares you have, because you're not making any profits. So keep shrinking your shares so your price of your stock goes up automatically. Once a felony. And then if your debt is so heavy, call us, the Federal Reserve. We'll come in and take all your debt away from you, and we'll give you a credit card so that you can keep your zombie business going, and we'll keep our stock alive in your business. Keep going. So we're up 48% in Halliburton. We're up 34% in Wells Fargo. We're up 38% in Starbucks. Look, the key, though, that's easy. How can you not be up those numbers? There's no genius to it. Since 2008, they keep taking money and throwing it into stock buybacks. But you got to know when to get out. And where you make the money is on the way back down. And this time, because the market's not up 268% like it was with the dot-com. It's not up like 298% like it was with the housing con. It's over 18%? 418%. And this time when it comes down, there's no breaks. There's no rate cuts. There's no shorting. Where they're already shorting and they take profits, which stops the market from going down for a while, catches breath again. No, this is going to be terrific. You know, here's the other thing I hear. This is unbelievable. I tell you, if you just join the gang, just try it free for 10 days, you'll see it works. And once you get that confidence that you say, you know what, my stock is going to go down, I got to get out. But then you say, I'm going to take advantage and switch my position. And we show you how to do it. It's so easy. Switch your position. You're going to go, God, why haven't I done that for years? Then you just stay with your 5-6 stocks all year round. It's so easy. It's so much better. But they got to be not goofy stocks. They got to be good brand names. And you don't give a damn if it goes down or up because you mastered both ways. You're in control. See, 80% of the people lose money because you're not in control. The market's in control of you. You get in control of your market. Only one way you can get control of your stock. You should not be investing in the stock market. 85 million people are in 401ks who should be nowhere near the stock market. You got to be crazy to be in the 401k. But they sucked you in with the match. We're going to match that dollar. We're going to match your dollar. That's how they sucked people in for years. What a con job that is. Then every crash, you lose your money, don't you? Well, that stops today if you just try it. All I'm asking, for heaven's sakes, is just donate some money to St. Jude once you start making money. Now, listen to this. This is so stupid. So stupid. So they're telling us how, listen to this, where is he? He's telling us, this guy here, his name's Gooseby. He was Obama's right-hand guy.
What they want Joe Biden to do is what Donald Trump has been doing for 4 years, and it's a failure.
What Donald Trump's been doing is a failure for 4 years? Listen to this.
So what's President Trump done? Well, the first thing he did was rebuild the American military. That was great. That was pretty much expected.
It's a failure.
But he stood up to China. No American president has done that.
It's a failure.
Failure?
He got new trade deals. He got new trade deals in Asia. He got new trade deals in Europe. He got our European allies to contribute $500 billion more towards our common defense. But most importantly, the Abraham Accords, these are so significant. I mean, not only do we not need to be in the middle of the Middle East wars, we don't need to be held hostage by the oil supplies, but he has brokered the first deal between Arabs and Jews, not in 30 or 40 years, but how about 1,000 years?
It's a failed presidency.
That's a failed presidency. They can't even admit it. They won't even admit it. That's what's dangerous. Thank God. At least we got a shadow president. We have a shadow president. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows two things. The only reason why they brought in 35,000 troops, because they know if they didn't bring them in, they weren't worried about something going on like the Capitol. They didn't worry about that. They knew that wasn't going to happen again. They'd have their police there, and they'd be organized this time. They brought them in because they'd be embarrassed. Nobody would be there. Do you remember when Biden would be out and he'd be campaigning, and they'd have like 20, 30, 40 circles, and have one chair in a circle, and they'd have one person in the circle sitting there, and he's trying to convince them to vote for him for president. They'd have like 50, 60 circles with 60 chairs. Only one guy would be there. He's talking to him. And 2 blocks over, Trump's got 35,000 people. Remember that? So, I mean, but at least here's what we know. Biden is not going to be doing anything. The shadow president is Obama. Rice is going to be sitting right next to Biden and telling Biden, you can't do a thing unless I get an okay from Obama. And Obama will be sending in the orders. Rice will make sure Biden carries it out. And what they're setting this all up for is for a run for Michelle Obama after the next 4 years. You watch. I'm right. In the meantime, let's make some money as they're pushing this market up.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let's make some money. Okay, again, stay with those same stocks when they turn and start going down. When you know they're going down, why would you get out? You change your position. I'm watching the parade here. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, this is crazy. They got to tie a rope to buy. Look, he doesn't know where he's going. Look, keeps walking. Why does he keep running to the crowd? There's his son. Look at his son, Hunter. He got a little boy. He's got a sign for sale. Look at that. Look at that. He's got his own kid. He's trying to sell his kid. This is unbelievable. Let's make some money. Look, one thing we can take solace in. We know this guy is not the president. We know the president is Obama. Now, Obama was a Marxist and a socialist, no more. He's a capitalist. He lives in a $20 million house, okay, in Martha's Vineyard. He lives in a $6 million house in Washington. He makes $60 million a year working with Netflix. He's no longer a Marxist. He loves capitalism, okay? So it's not going to be as bad as you think, all right? It's not going to be as bad. He's a different Obama. I mean, still, yes, he's got to play the role. He's got to do all that. But he loves money. He gets that money now. He smells that money, okay? So he's not going to do anything to hurt himself, believe me. He's going to take care of him. He pays taxes, remember. So give it a chance, okay? At the end of the day, it's all about money, all right? Now, do you think they're going to let that wacko in Vermont, the hell's his name? I can't even, Wacky Bernie, you think they're going to let him take over
and AOC take over? When you got a $6 million house in Washington, a $20 million house in Martha's Vineyard, making $60 million a year, you're going to have AOC take over? Let her set policy? That idiot? And you're going to let Wild Bernie set policy? No, it doesn't work that way. Look, the stock market, you've got a reprieve here. The market's going to keep going up with all this stimulus. And here's what's stupid about stimulus. When they print money to do these stimulus programs, remember what happens. The Treasury yields go up. That means interest rates go up. That's a signal the economy's getting worse. But the fake Business News Network keeps saying, oh, look at this. The economy's getting better. Listen to this idiot.
Again, I think the economic outlook, second half of the year, is actually pretty good.
Really? Well, then how come yields are going up? Tell them why yields are going up. You won't, though. You won't tell the truth. Yields go up, and we've gone from 50 basis points to 100 basis points. It points out the economy's getting worse. But what people don't realize when they listen to fake Business News Network, they don't realize that. They don't understand that. So what they're doing, they're selling their gold, they're selling their treasuries, and they're out there getting in the stock market. And the bubble's getting bigger and bigger. When they should be getting in defensive stocks, when they should be getting in gold, they don't understand that. For heaven's sakes. So the days that when the market when the yields used to go up, everybody ran to gold. When yields used to go up, they go to Coca-Cola. When the dollar went up, yields went up, they go to Procter & Gamble. They go to silver. They're not doing that anymore. The fake Business News Network has these people thinking the economy is going to be just perfect, going to be just fine. I mean, it's unbelievable. Listen to this.
I think you're looking at pretty strong growth in the second half.
Strong growth in the second half of the year. How the hell can you have growth? How can you have growth when you have historic debt? National debt's $27 trillion. It's really $227. You got to put another $100 trillion on it. You can't have growth. Debt is an anchor. Debt is like a big anchor dragging you. You're going across the desert and you're dying of thirst, and you have the Queen Mary anchor tied to your ankle. That's what debt is. You can't grow. You can't grow when you have a budget deficit of $100 billion a month. You can't grow when you have trade deficits of $65 billion a month. These people are liars. You can't grow when you got corporate debt at $9 trillion a month. Why do you think, or $9 trillion a year? Why do you think they're printing money? And every month they're out there buying debt. If things were good, you think they'd be printing every month $26 billion, every hour rather? $26 billion an hour to purchase treasuries to make sure interest rates stay at zero? If the economy was going to be better, would they do that? Why would they print money to make sure interest rates stay at zero? Why would they print $100 billion a month for stock buybacks, to give CEOs to keep buying their stock back? Because they have no profits. They got to do stock buybacks to move their stock up, because they can't move it up with profits. They got to reduce the amount of shares they have. Why are they printing $120 billion a month to monetize all this corporate debt? Why are they printing $215 billion a month to purchase bank debt? They're in there buying their debt so the banks don't belly up. It's unbelievable. The government's spending $6.5 trillion a year. That's $18 billion a day. That's 12,000 per second. Are you kidding? Each split second, the national debt goes up more than the average American makes a year. They're telling us the economy's getting better. Just because the market goes up has nothing to do with the economy. The economy's getting worse, but the market keeps going up. So join my gang, make money in the market, and you'll be ready when this market's going to collapse. You'll be out of it. 80% of you, 85% of you lose money because you never get out of the market in time. It's unbelievable what's going on. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And they got people convinced. How can they have an economy that's going to be okay in the second quarter when 48% of people who have credit cards are making minimum payment? When 43% use credit cards to meet their monthly debt, when they don't, there's no wages. Look at, for 12 years, they have been taking money and giving it to the CEO to buy their shares down. When they should be taking that money, the CEO, and put it in new equipment to increase productivity, to increase wages. For 12, 13 years, wages haven't been going up. They gave a little bit of wage increase for the very, very, very poor. That's what he did, remember? The president. But that doesn't do anything. You help the poor by making sure the middle class is strong. Give them a job. See, the middle class is almost wiped out. Let the middle class do well. When you let the middle class do well, they create jobs. They create businesses. That's where our businesses come from. That's the backbone of our country, is the middle class. But when you take and you screwed them, and they don't get wage increases, and they don't do, and they don't create, they don't open up businesses, doing startups that create 70% of our payroll. They don't do any of that anymore. They just print money, say, hey, keep reducing your shares so the stock goes up. What are you, nuts? I mean, auto loans, credit card loans, student loans, the debt just keeps growing. So now they're going to forgive the debt with the student loans. They're going to forgive the debt. Next, they're going to get rid of your car loan. They're going to take, hey, no more, get rid of your car loan. The problem is we're going to end up like Rome. See, people in Rome did the same thing we're doing now. They're willing to give up their independence. In Rome, they were willing to give up their freedom. They were willing to give up their freedom in Rome for a handout. And that's where we're heading. People are willing to get rid of their freedom to get a handout. And that's where we are growing to. That's where we're going, in the wrong direction. If you're going to make money, you're not going to make it in a 401k, believe me. Because every crash, you lost money in a 401k, and you know that. Why don't you make a difference this time? This time, you'll be out of that 401k before the market crashes. For heaven's sakes, just try it. It's free for 10 days. What are you going to lose for 10 days? It's free. You get the chart, you get the color-coded chart, and you get the membership. And every day at 2 o'clock, we post our portfolio of stocks, and we tell our members exactly what to do every day at 2 o'clock with each stock. Like this.
Goldman Sachs, we're going to just keep on the watch list for a little while here.
And then he goes on and tells them everything about Goldman Sachs. How much to stay in, don't stay in, or add to it. Don't. Who does that for you? Nobody does that for you. Look, we're going the way of Rome. Rome collapsed, we're going to collapse. The only thing we can hope, okay, is that I'm right, that the shadow president is Obama. The in-between is Rice. She's sitting at the White House right next to this dope Biden, and he can't make a move. He can't make a move without getting approval from Obama. Trust me, Rice won't allow that. She's sitting right there. His desk is right next. Her desk is going to be right next to his desk. He can't make a move. So things may not be as bad as we think. Okay, Obama, he's now a capitalist. He doesn't believe in being a Marxist anymore. He loves the smell of money. But don't tell me the economy's getting better because this guy took over. It takes a long time for an economy to get better. And you don't get an economy better by printing money and keep doing stimulus to push the stock market up while the economy's going down. But they convinced everybody the stock market's the economy. That's how they do it. Join my gang. It's free. Please listen to me on my YouTube channel every day. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to